Happy Saturday morning. It is 20 minutes till 7. I got a little bit of a late start today. Did not want to get out of bed, but I did. Did another 1 mile. Shoes still need some breaking in, but I feel good. I got up, I did it. I'm sweaty. Adrenaline's pumping. I feel good. Crazy thing. I was looking at my YouTube channel last night and realized I have 19 subscribers. How did that happen? I feel like the other day I had like 3 and one was my mom. The idea that people are actually listening to what I have to say is a little bit scary. But it's also kind of awesome because I've talked about social anxiety, and part of that is that I have a problem connecting with people. So the fact that I have this way of reaching out and talking to people and making a connection is really, really cool. I'm socializing. I'm just doing it on my terms. So it's kind of rad. And if I can encourage somebody, it's all worth it. It's very cool. So anyway, tried a couple different things with the shoes today. Chafe gel is recommended, which helped with a little friction spot I had on the side of my foot. Added some padding under the ball of my foot to see if that would help. It did at first, but then towards the end it actually seemed to make it worse. So we're going to try a moleskin foam tomorrow. See if that does it. I cooked a turkey yesterday. I know that's totally non sequitur, but I'm really proud of myself. It's not a whole turkey. I cooked a turkey breast. I made it in the crock pot. The last time I made one, I made it in a rotisserie, but the rotisserie is broken. So the rotisserie is no more. So I made it in the crock pot, and it cooked for 8 hours. And of course, by the time it was done, I was not interested in eating it. I've been smelling it all day. I'm pretty sure I had a tryptophan contact high. I wanted to go to bed at 8:30, and that was after taking a nap. So I'm going to have a nice low-fat turkey sandwich today. Or maybe just some turkey without the sandwich. I don't know. But some nice lean protein that I can have. I cooked something. Yay. Aren't you proud of me, Mom? I cooked. What else? Oh, the hostess situation. I know this is really the last time in my life I should actually care. I should be like, yeah, that's less temptation, but there's a symbolism there. I had a good friend in high school who died 15 years ago. It'll actually be 15 years next week. And when I was in 10th grade, I used to walk to my parents' shop after school, and he would walk there with me. And we would go to 7-Eleven, and we would get the 2-pack of Hostess cupcakes, and we'd split it, and we'd sit on the curb, and we'd eat the cupcakes. And we would argue about the best way to eat the cupcake, whereas his theory was take one big bite so you got equal parts frosting, cake, and filling. Mine was to peel the frosting off and eat that, and then take small bites of cake all the way around, so that what you were left with was just a big glob of filling, because that's the best part. But it's one of my favorite memories about him. So I did buy some cupcakes yesterday, and I did eat one yesterday. But the fact is, I ate one yesterday. One cupcake. Just one. It's a big deal for me. And I'm going to eat one today. The fact that I'm having the ability to show moderation, self-control, very, very big deal. This is new. This is new territory. So, sad to see Hostess go away. Having my last Hostess cupcakes. The Hostess section at Walmart. Should have seen it. It was like a tiny apocalypse. Just that one section. It also means no more Wonder Bread, which honestly the only time of year I care about Wonder Bread is this time of year, because really the best thing that for a leftover turkey sandwich is that really, really soft white Wonder Bread. And I believe it's also no more Merita bread, which makes me sad for a whole different reason. We actually have here a Merita bakery. So, people are losing their jobs. Not that they aren't losing their jobs all over the place, but it hits home locally for me. And also, again, with some really, really positive memories. When I first moved here, I had my very first job, which I loved. And when I was driving home late at night, I would pass the bakery, and a few miles before I got there, I would pop the sunroof, and the car would just fill with the smell of fresh baked bread. Which is probably why I stopped at Taco Bell so many times on my way home from work back then, in retrospect. But it was always one of my favorite parts of the night. It's just pop that sunroof and smell. I was loving life. So honestly, I could probably sit here for hours and count down all of the food association memories I have. And it contributes a lot to why I am where I am right now. Food is love. Food is comfort. Food is socialization. Food in our society, food is everything. You're sad, have a cookie. And we've got to find a way past that. And I applaud my sister. I applaud her, because I have never once seen her do that. So, bravo. And I think a lot of the newer generations of moms are starting to get away from that, because we are gradually moving into a society that cares more about healthy eating. At the same time, do I think that junk food should disappear off the planet? No. I think there needs to be a happy medium. I don't think we should do away with certain food celebration things, like birthday cake. You should have cake for your birthday. I mean, what are you going to have? Are you going to have a birthday watermelon? That's not fun. And cake is an art form. Cake is beautiful when it's done well. So no, I don't think things like wedding cake and birthday cake should go away. I do think the idea of, and I am absolutely certain my mother never did this, but I know there's a lot of moms who do. If you clean your room, I'll give you cookies. Or, you know, I will take you out for ice cream if you get an A. That's the kind of stuff that I think needs to go away. I mean, I remember and I think it still exists, the Pizza Hut Book It program. You read books and you get free pizza. For one thing, for me, reading a book is its own reward. But I get that some kids need encouragement, but that's not the way to do it. That's how the attitude of food equals everything starts. Yes, there are times when food should be part of a celebration. Birthday, wedding, etc. Rest of the time, there's got to be another way. There has to be some way to celebrate achievements, to reward good behavior, and I don't mean switch to things. You know, don't replace cookie with toy, but what was instilled in me growing up is pride in doing a good job, and that was a reward in itself. And I still feel that way. I had a really great manager who gave me this enormous, scary project, and he said he would give me a free day off with pay if I completed it by a certain date. And I completed it well before that date, and told him to forget about the day off because I was so happy and proud of myself for doing such a great job. I need to learn to do that in the other areas of my life, because I do still reward myself with food, and I comfort myself with food, and I know I'm not alone. I know there's a lot of people who do that. It's funny that they touched on that on Glee this week. The new lunch lady character talking about how she got so big, and that it came from being depressed, and she just started eating. And I can trace every major spike in my weight to significant emotional events. So obviously there's a big deal. You know, diagnosed a few years ago with binge disorder. Rambling again. Rambling and getting emotional. It's an endless cycle. It's a process. And anyway, I've completely gotten off topic, which, you know, what I was trying to talk about in the first place was I have 19 subscribers, and I'm so happy that each and every one of you is watching, and I hope that there are those of you who can identify with what I'm going through, and I hope that my opening up about it helps you. I hope that my reaching out helps you feel like you're not alone. And please feel free to message me. You can also find me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/lappingthecouch. And of course, as always, the link will be in the description of my video upload. So I'm going to say toodaloo for now before things get any more rambly and emotional. I see I'm already up over 15 minutes, so this is going to be a long upload anyway. And if you've stuck with me to the end of it, thank you. And I will talk to you tomorrow morning.